So my name is Martha Thickett.
So tell me a bit about your role as an ally.
So first of all, it was purely accidental pretty much, because basically it was lockdown, and obviously there were all the protests going on in Cardiff and we couldn't travel, so I just put out a little post on Instagram saying, if anyone wants to come down and show their support, maybe we could go outside the library and just, stand in solidarity. And then got here on the day and about 200 people showed up, which is absolutely unprecedented. With the killing of George Floyd, there were protests going on across the country, but as I said, it was lockdown. We couldn't really travel anywhere. Like usually we would have gone to Cardiff or maybe Swansea to listen to the voices of people that have actually experienced racism, but it wasn't possible at the time. So we just thought, it's important to show that we're not going to stand for it here, even though it's not a big city or anything, and it is a majorly white population. I think it was very important to come out and make a stand and show that not everyone in the valleys is just going to stand back and let racism happen. Well, I've always been involved in protests. I've always been to protests. I mean, I went to my first protest when I was about 6 months old, I think, with my parents, because they've always encouraged me to be interested in social activism. But I feel like my route was maybe more through sort of feminism, and that then led on to other issues when I learned about intersectional feminism, and sort of came to terms with my own privilege as a white woman and how different identities intersect with each other, and how important it is to recognize those different intersections, especially within areas like this where it is a majorly white population. I mean, it was incredibly shocking, I think. Obviously I didn't have that level of personal trauma, but it was just horrific, obviously. And I think just in the lockdown it was a good time to just sit back and sort of listen and try to reflect and listen to the voices of black people that were, explaining their own experiences that were similar, and just doing a lot of learning, basically. I mean, I think before everything kicked off with the Black Lives Matter movement, I thought, I know what I'm talking about. I'm an ally and everything, but I think there's always something to learn. I'm never going to be able to fully understand or comprehend racism as a white ally.